again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to another video, guys. So I've had these sent over from Azure Beauty, dip powder and nail polish kit. I'm not sure if I've got discount codes or anything for this brand. If I have, I'll put them on the screen or I'll leave them in my description box, and I'll leave links to everywhere these are available. So shall we open them and see what we got? Right, so what have we got? So straight away I can see we've got 2 spare bottles. I like that. Especially if you're a beginner, these base and top, the brushes get gunked up so quickly. So I like that they've included those. And a little file. Right, we've got a little dip pot. That's cute. I've never seen them that size before. That's cute. Right, so we've got your base, your activator and your top. There's no brush saver. I suppose they have provided spare brushes, so that's not an issue. They're 10ml plastic bottles. And guys, if you ever run out of the base, you can use the top, or if you ever run out of the top, you can use the base. They are the exact same thing. If you look at the ingredients, they are the exact same thing. So if you ever run out of base, just use the top. And there's the ingredients for the activator, if you want to see it. Right, so we've got a little cuticle pusher and scraper and a little dust off brush. That's cool. I like that. So in this one, for the dip powders, we've got these two. I'm going to give them a quick swatch, I think, anyway, because you cannot tell what colours they are in the pots. But these are both pinky colours by the looks of it. That's the numbers. And yeah, it comes with nail polish. So we have got top coat. You see, top coat. And then we've got 2 little nail polishes. They're cute. I'm wondering if that's what colour these are. I think they're going to be a match, aren't they? Definitely got to swatch these and see what a close match they are. I think they're going to be the same colours, aren't they? So that is that first kit. So we'll just open this second kit and see what colours are in this one. It's exactly the same by the looks of it, but different colours, obviously, I hope. So I'm not going to take everything out of this one because I've already showed you. We're just going to take the colours out of this one. So I've not took the top coat or anything out of that one. It's exactly the same as what I've just showed you. But this is the colours in this one. Right, I can tell straight away these are not a match because that's a glittery one. And it doesn't look like there's any glitters in these ones. Yeah, so these ones don't look like they're a match. These ones do look like they match. Right, so shall we give them a quick swatch? We will start. Let me get set up here first. So we will give the dip powder and polishes out of the first kit a swatch first, I think. I'm going to swatch the lighter one first, or what looks lighter. So the foil sealed. So I'm just going to swatch them on. Just going to swatch them on these clear sticks. So just a nice even coat of the glue. So I'm just doing a thin coat of the base glue. And then I'm just going to dip it like this. Just going to leave that to dry just for a couple of seconds. Guys, I'm so sorry. My camera stopped recording. But I've done 2 coats of the light one on there. And whilst that's drying, I've done 1 coat of the darker one. So I'm just going to go in with a second coat on this darker one now. So I'm just going to leave them to dry for a second and then we'll put the activator on. So I'm just going to put the activator on these. With the activator, you want to give it a really good dousing of the activator. Don't be scrimpy. Give it a really good coat. Right, so I'm going to leave them to set and do their thing. That's them both had 2 coats. Whilst they're setting, we will do the nail varnish. Gosh, I have not used nail varnish for years. So this is the numbers of the nail varnish. Right, we'll start with the lighter one. Oh, these have got very nice brushes. It's got them soft rounded brushes. There's a name for them. Not sure what they're called, but they are very nice. So let's do the nail varnish. Oh wow, this is really runny, but it's really opaque. Yeah, I'm not used to nail varnish. You have to be quick, don't you? Before it starts drying. Right, I'm going to leave that and I'll give it a second coat once it's dried. This is a very nice colour actually. I do like the colour of this. I might put this on my toes. Very nice colour. Very, very nice colour. This is a really thin formula. I actually like it. I do like it. Right, I was a bit quicker with that one, so it did apply a lot smoother. That's a beautiful colour. It's got a slight transparency to it that I really, really like. That's definitely going on my toes. I really like that. Oh, I've bumped this one. Oh, I'm going to do that one again because that's going to really bother me. Very, very nice colours to go together actually, these two. Really like them. Right, so we're going to go back to these. The dip powder ones. Right guys, I am not a fan of dip powder top coats. I never have been. It's just personal preference. So I'm going to use my own gel top coat. It is personal preference. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the dip powder top coats. It's just glue. I just think you get a much more glossier finish, I think, with the gel, personally. But there's definitely nothing wrong with the top coats that come in the kits. So I'm just going to stick that in the lamp. This is a very pretty colour. I do like this colour. I think I might use this one. I think I might use both of these. The cream and the pink. See what's in the other kit first before I decide. Stick that in the lamp as well. Right, shall we give these a second coat quickly? Really like that colour. I like that a lot. So I'm just going to leave them to dry and then we'll use the top coat on them. Right, let's just give these a top coat, shall we? This top coat's really thin and smooth as well. I like it. As far as nail varnish goes, these are quite nice to use. Really, really thin and watery, but they apply beautifully. Look at them. They applied really nice. So that is the first kit, dip powders, nail varnishes. Very nice. So I'm going to give the second kit a quick swatch. I think I'm just going to put some music on while I swatch this second kit, guys, because it's pretty much the same, just different colours. So that's the nail varnishes that came in the second kit. This top coat, nail varnish top coat, is a really nice top coat actually, and this is the dip colours. So that is the 4 colours that came in the first kit. Dip powder for your nails and nail polish for your toes. I like this kit, I do, I really like that one. And then this is, oh, I bumped it. I bumped this one on that side. This is the nail polish that came in the second kit. This brown's showing a lot darker than what it is. It's a bit lighter than that. And we've got like a shimmery copper. It's got a little bit of silver through it as well. Really pretty. And that's the dip colours that came in this kit. I like this really, really pale nude. That is more of a match to that, isn't it? Yeah, that's the colours that came in the second kit. Your nail varnish and your dip colours. Completely different. So, a quick bit of nail prep. I'm going to use the cuticle pusher and scraper that came in the kit. And I'm just going to push all my cuticles back. And then I'm going to scrape away any dead skin. I don't use dip powder, but I am just going to prep my nails pretty similar to how I would when I'm using gel. So I'm just going to scrape away any dead skin now using the other end. It is important to get rid of any dead skin because it will cause lifting. This cuticle scraper is not the sharpest, so I am actually going to switch it to my own scraper. I'm sorry. It'll do the job, but just to save a bit of time, I'm going to use my own very sharp one. So you need to get the shine off your natural nail. Just use a soft buffer and get all the shine off your natural nail. Right, so I'm using just in my regular long coffin tips that I like to use. I don't want a really long set today, so I am going to go quite short. So I'm just using regular brush on nail glue. So that's all my tips glued on. Like I said, I don't want this a very long set, so I am going to cut them quite short. Yeah, let's go with that one. Love this tip cutter. Just gets your tips all the same length first time every time. I don't know why that one came out a bit longer. I must not have had it on properly. Look at that, perfect. So I'm just using a little file that came in the kit, and I'm just filing where I've glued these tips on, especially these side wings, because I don't want them sticking out. Just so there's not so much of a bump where the tip's been glued on. And I'm not sure if you have to do this with acrylic and dip, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm just buffing all the shine off them nail tips. Right, I haven't got a clear dip powder. At this point, I would go in with a clear, just so that I've got something to file down to. I haven't got a clear, so I am going to use my own base coat. I am a gel person, so I'm going to go in with a base coat, but if you've got a clear dip powder, I would go in with a clear dip powder. So I'm just going to use a little base coat just on my natural nail. I'm not bothered about the nail tip itself. I am using my left hand, guys, so I'm a little bit caggy and cockeyed. So I'm going to use one powder from each kit. I'm going to use the darker pink from the pink kit, and I'm going to use the creamy colour from the brown kit. I think they go nice together, don't they? So start with the pink kit. I'm going to use the creamy colour that came in the brown kit. So I'm going to use the dip powder base number 1. So this is going to be difficult because I'm using my left hand. Right, so when I'm using dip powder, the first coat of the liquid that I do, I will start in my apex area about there, and I'll just do a thin strip going down the middle-ish. It's hard to go down the middle on your pinky, but this is just to start building up that apex. Then I'm just going to dip it like that. So yeah, just about halfway down my natural nail. Just straight down like that. So I'm going to go on to the pointer nail now. Same thing, I'm going to start from about halfway up my natural nail and just do a strip down the middle like that. Because if you was to just cover the whole nail and do 3 or 4 layers, you're just going to end up with a big fat flat nail with no shape, no apex. So I like to do it like this, and it's worked for me in the past. So whilst they're drying, I'm going to go on to the darker pink. So same thing on all the nails. I'm just going to do a strip straight down the middle, starting from there. So I'm going to use this little dust off brush that was provided. So just going to wipe off my pinky and pointer for now and do them. So again, I'm going to do exactly the same as what I've just done, except I'm going to go a little bit further back this time. I'm still not quite going to the cuticle area, and this is just going to give me a nice thick apex. Exactly the same as what I've just done, just a little bit further back. I'm going to do the same on my pointer as well. So back to this lighter colour now. So this time I'm going to cover the whole of the nail. So I'm going to go, oh shit. So I'm going to go as close to my cuticle as I can get without touching it. Wherever this glue goes is where the powder is going to go. So be very careful with it, guys. This is so difficult using my left hand. So onto the pink, same thing, I'm going to cover the whole of the nail now. Right, so I'm going to do another 2 layers now, guys, on all these nails. I'm going to do another 2 layers. I always like to do an extra layer because I haven't got clear to do a clear cap. So I like to do an extra layer just so when I'm filing and buffing and shaping them, I've got enough there, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to do 1 extra layer than I need. Right guys, so that is all my layers on. They are looking a little bit worse for wear. So I'm going to go in now and give them a really good dousing of the activator. And then I'm going to go and get a drink and just leave them for 5-10 minutes. Don't be scrimpy on your activator. Give them a really good dousing. This is what's going to set the nails and make them go super hard. Right guys, so that is them set. I'm going to use my own nail file. There's no way I'm going to use that little one that came in the kit. So I'm just going to file straight up my sides. Same filing routine that I normally do. Straight up my sides, get them nice and straight. Then around my cuticle area, get that nice and thin. Make sure it's not bulky. And then I'm just going to go up and down the nail to get it flat, because it is quite lumpy bumpy. So I'm just going to keep going over it side to side until it's relatively flat. So that's my pinky done, guys. I'm going to get the rest of these done off camera now, and I'll be back and we will work out how we're going to decorate them. Right guys, that is them all filed and all buffed. Not my best to shaping, but they were quite difficult to shape today because I'm using my left hand to apply the liquid glue. Yeah, I didn't do very well, but I mean, they're alright. They're not that bad. So I want to keep this very, very simple and beginner friendly. I've pulled out some stickers. Aren't they cute? And they're just a perfect match, aren't they? So I'm going to use some of these, but these are they're kind of embossed, and I want to keep them embossed. Last time I used some of these 5D embossed stickers, I ended up encapsulating them, because if you just stick them on your nail, after a day or two, they're going to peel off, especially washing dishes and washing your hair, and they're going to peel off. So I am going to try and do something a little bit different. So I want these on a matte nail. If you've not got a matte top coat, you could just leave them like this, buffed. Get a really smooth, soft buffer and buff them like that. I'm just going to go over mine with a matte top coat, just because I've got one. But yeah, they would be fine, just like that. So I'm just going to give these a quick matte top coat and cure them in the lamp. Right, I'm going to attempt to use nail glue. If you've not got nail glue, use the dip powder base that you've used to build the nails. It's just glue, so use the dip powder base. So I want these plaid ones on my pinky and pointer, and on the middle nail I want this sweater print. So I think I'll start with the pinky, so if it goes wrong it's not too bad. Right, let's have a try. I'm going to get it into position first, because once it's stuck. Right, so once I'm happy with where it's going to go, I'm going to stick a little bit of nail glue under it. Oh, sugar. No. No. Oh, sugar. Right, let's try and hold it down. Let's try and get it to stick down. Don't think it's going to work. Right, and then I'm going to get this side stuck down as well. Get the glue right in there. Right, let's see if I can get this to stick really flat. Oh guys, I think it's worked. I think it's worked. Oh, it's not as straight as I would have liked it to be, but that's not going nowhere. Let me snip this end bit off. It's not as straight as I would have liked it to be. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but I'm not particularly happy with that. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with that. Right, let's just carry on. Let's just carry on. So I want this sweater print on this nail. I'm just going to go for it. Let's just get it stuck down. Not too bad. Not too bad. Right, let's carry on. Should I encapsulate them? I think I'm just going to leave them as they are, guys. I think I'm just going to leave them as they are. And on the thumb, I'm just going to stick a couple of little stars and snowdrops. I think, yeah. I don't know whether to encapsulate them or not. I think it might make more of a mess if I try and encapsulate them. What do you think, guys? I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave them as they are. I don't know what else to do with them. I just don't know how to use these 5D stickers to get them to be 5D. I have no idea. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of cuticle oil, and that will be this set done. So there we go, guys, that is them finished. I love these stickers. I just don't know how best to use them. Yeah, I just don't know how best to use them. I love the nails, I love the length, I love the shape, and I love the stickers. I just don't know how to use these 5D stickers to keep them kind of 5D. But yeah, I don't think they're too bad, and they definitely won't come off because they are super glued on. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. So just a quick reminder of the kits. So they are 2 dip powders and 2 nail polishes. I will leave the link to everywhere these are available. I don't know if they have a website or if they're just Amazon. I'm not too sure, but I'll leave all links below anyway. I don't think I've got a discount code. If I have, I'll leave that below. But yeah, I think they turned out really cute. I like them. If anyone's got any tips yet again on how to apply these 5D stickers, let me know. A couple of you gave me some tips in my last video. This was one of them. Maybe I'll try some of your other tips that you all gave me next time I use these stickers. But yeah, anyway, guys, please remember to give the video a quick thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. And hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care. Bye.